Hey everybody, it's your girl Raindrops and welcome back to my channel. This is the In My Opinion podcast. I'm super excited to be here again. Another day, I'm alive, very grateful. So before I get everything started, can you guys subscribe to my channel and like this video regardless as if you've seen it till the end? You know, support your girl. So I have some very special guests today. Some beautiful Black men in the building. They are part of my Soca community. I'm super excited because they are underrated, underdogs. The big bad sound, sweet vibes sounds are in the building today. Welcome. Yes. Can we get an introduction? So I know we have Nate, we have Matrix, we have Pana Poppy, and we have Trey in the building. Is these are the names that we're going by, or?
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, cool.
I'm Matrix to the bone.
I feel like when y'all want to know me though, just know it's Mr. UC, the voice of Vibes. But we're not gonna go into all that right now.
No, we can't get into that. So Nate, let's start with your name first. Nate is Nathaniel.
It is short for Nathaniel, yes.
I knew that. I'm just so smart. So short for Nathaniel. His name is Nate. Matrix, where we getting Matrix from?
Yes, Matrix is actually a long story, but
make it short.
All right, so basically, my step parents used to own a lounge called Matrix, and everybody used to call me Matrix at that spot. So,
Matrix, is that in Brooklyn?
Yes, that used to be in Brooklyn on Avenue H.
I feel like I've heard that place before.
Used to play. Like,
oh, your name is like after a space.
Yeah, after a space. So people used to call me Baby Matrix, and then when I decided to become
Big
a
Man
DJ,
Matrix.
I became
Matrix.
Matrix.
That name's sticking from now on.
So we have Pana Poppy. Where did that come from? He told me he was Panamanian.
Yes, come from Panama.
Panama, okay. Do you speak Spanish?
I wish.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Of course, simple things.
That's it? Oh, okay. And where did you get your name from? Sir Trey Benjamin.
Sir Trey Benjamin. So in high school, we was very, me and my group, I was in a group called OGA, Official Gentleman Affairs. Okay. Where we wore
used to wear ties?
We used to wear bow ties. And we embraced our uniform. Okay. Because I went to a private school. Yeah. Okay. So we all took on gentleman names, and I was Sir Trey Benjamin.
Oh, that's so cute. I love that. Okay, so these guys are a part of Sweet Vibez Sounds. Also, it's an extension of Sweet Vibez Entertainment. So can you guys let me know what's the difference with Sweet Vibez Sounds versus Sweet Vibez Entertainment?
All right, so basically Sweet Vibez Sounds is more on the music aspect of like partying scenes and stuff. And Sweet Vibez Entertainment is more as the events side of that. So
okay, so what events do you guys have currently that the world probably knows about?
We have Triumphant,
which is coming up March
31st.
Okay. And how are you supposed to dress that day?
All black affair.
All black affair with the gowns, with the suits.
Dress to impress. That's an imperative part of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we have Super Soca.
Is that a water?
Yes, that's a water party.
Okay.
It's like a water fete.
In the summertime?
In the summertime.
Okay.
And then we have Sky, which is like our top party.
Sky?
Yeah.
Where is Sky? Where do you guys do Sky?
We had Sky last year on a rooftop.
Okay.
It's in a different venue every time.
Yeah, but
I think I've seen the ending promo for it. Like after it was done, I feel like I've seen that.
Yeah.
So this year is gonna be on a rooftop again.
No, we don't know exactly where we're gonna take it.
Okay, might be on an airplane. Yeah, don't know.
Or maybe a boat.
Maybe a boat.
And then we have Fire and Ice, our end of the year party.
Okay, I know Fire and Ice. I actually thought Fire and Ice was your biggest party.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it all has its own.
No, I haven't been to Fire and Ice, but I see Fire and Ice move around way more than any of those other parties.
Yeah.
That's good. The first Sweet Vibez party that I attended was a Fire and Ice party.
Okay.
So
I feel like a lot of people even repost Fire and Ice way more than any other party. So
now Fire and Ice is a great party.
The first party was a Sky party.
The first party that I remember, I DJ'd at Sky that year, but it was I came as a patron to Fire and Ice, and I had fun with the gang. Aside from y'all, yeah.
So can you guys let me know your roles? Like, who's the host, who's the DJ, who's HR, like finance? Who's who?
All right, so you can go first.
So that goes back into what I was saying before. The voice of Vibes. I'm technically the main MC of Sweet Vibes, the one that's generally in the forefront, the one that's always talking, chatting.
That's good stuff.
And then we're all promoters in our own way as well. So then at the same time, we take our time to go make sure that we network outside.
Well, me personally, I think like I'm everything in the Sweet Vibes.
I laughed before he answered because I already knew.
Because I'm a part of HR. If you want to be technically, I'm a part of the finance team. I'm a part of promotions, and I'm also a DJ. So
but you don't talk on the mic.
Sometimes if I feel like it, I could do that too.
Okay. And Pana.
Yes, I'm a DJ. I touch graphic design, Instagram, social media, run the social media for Sweet Vibes, things like that, behind the scenes things.
Yeah, they told me that, he actually has a lot on SoundCloud. So you may have heard his mixes, and this is who it is. We have a star on SoundCloud in the building. Yes.
That's like, this is our private Ryan in our generation.
Facts.
That is big. Crazy. Yeah.
Appreciate you.
And Trey,
I think I wear many hats in Sweet Vibes as well. I do a lot of the graphics in Sweet Vibes. Definitely one of the DJs. And throughout the years, I've become more of an MC. So I've been MCing in Sweet Vibes as well. So
do you prefer one more than the other?
I love music, and I love to play, and I love to curate playlists. So I think for me, I would say I'm more of a DJ. But for my friends, I feel like they love the way I MC. So I don't know. I can't really tell.
So a funny story about that. One of our friends just brought this up recently. It'd be when he starts to MC, as the Trini that he is, he'll have a Jamaican accent. But when I'm MCing, as a Jamaican, I'll have a Trini accent. And it's funny enough.
Can we talk about that? Because that's so confusing. I mean, sometimes Jamaicans, they keep the Jamaican accent, right? But when you're part of the Soca community.
That's what it is. So again, like I said, I was saying before that's like my second home in Brooklyn. I grew up around Trinis and Haitians. So I generally tend to just switch because I hear them. But if I'm put me in a reggae segment or something in that area, I'm gonna stick to my natural. But put me outside of that, it's easy for me to talk like them. I don't know why.
Do you think Trini accents sound better than a Jamaican accent when it comes to like hosting, when it comes to talking on a mic?
It depends on what you want, because I don't want nobody, I hope nobody takes no offense. So I generally say Trini people does sing when they talk. And the natural, see, I said I don't want nobody to take offense to it. There it goes. But because Jamaicans, how we are, we're more comical when we're talking, when I accent, when I MCing, than a general, I guess, in a Soca community person would be. They just naturally go with that vibe of music that's going along, if it makes sense.
So he pretty much means the difference between the Jamaican and the Trini when you speak about comical, because Jamaican people are going to talk about, like, if you have the tightest pum pum in the whole entire place, say yeah.
I mean, because when you were talking, I'm not even saying that, because you want to go with some Soca people that you have Bajans that go talk about doggy, then all these people, the Trini people that say your front does.
No, they literally drag it.
I feel like with the Jamaican culture, they more when they talk about MCing, they more about arguments. Like they do to introduce a song, they argue into the song. Like they'll give you a storyline or something like that. While I feel like Trinidadian people do that, but they more of saying a phrase or that type of introduction.
I would say Trinis have the vibes. As far as like, because when we play Soca, I feel like
don't have the vibes.
No, Jamaicans have the vibes, but with Jamaicans, all right. So at least for me, and the reason why I feel like with the Jamaican accents, I was very inspired by Pasa Pasa growing up. Weddy Wednesdays, Dirty Fridays, Maestro. Is very much one of my biggest inspirations as an MC. Is the way he
Medusa is one of my inspirations.
Medusa, yeah. You know, so if you grew up in Brooklyn, you used to watch them Pasa tapes, them DVDs, you already know what we're talking about as far as like script. It's just the energy that they bring. Yeah. And that's the same type of energy I try to bring when I DJ or when I MC for my friends. Yeah.
No, that's dope. I like both. I definitely feel like when I'm in a party, I can tell when I'm like, because it's a Jamaican DJ. Yeah. If it's a Trinidad DJ, I'm like vibing. When it's a Jamaican, I'm like, what is he talking about?
Like, it make you laugh. It make
yes,
you giggle,
100%.
like,
100%.
It's an entertainment.
Yes, 100%. I agree. It's always a good time with either or. So I'm down for whatever. So you're Jamaican, you're Haitian, you're Panamanian, you're Trinidadian. I'm Miss Cleo. That's how I know that. But they did tell me before. So I love that you guys are like completely different nationalities. Like, how does that help with, you know, bringing the group together? Does that help? Does it not help? Is it like whatever because you guys are in America? Like, how does that help?
I feel like that's what makes us so diverse. Like, that's what our team is. Like, we all a diverse team. Like,
the lit thing about, I feel like, DJs coming up today is that like a lot of us actually went to school out here from junior high school, from to high school, to college, to now we're like adults and working in the world. So, like there's a lot of music that we grew up hearing in our house, and then we went out into the world with our friends, and then we heard like the hip hop and the pop and the R&Bs and stuff like that. Right. So I think that definitely makes us super versatile, not because of where we're from necessarily, but because of our age and like how we grew up.
Right, and being exposed to,
you know, being the freshwater Americans, I guess you would say, because we was born in America,
Yankees,
but we grew up with the super West Indian parents. So on a Sunday, you might hear some Beres, some Sanchez, some Marsha Montano. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some vibes. But we also used to party to like whatever they twerk to on the couches. So.
Right.
So to add to that quickly as well, because let's say like, all right, Panamanian, his family, whatever it case be, if he goes to those type of events, you also learn, it's like, you know what, let's say we get booked for somebody else's Panamanian event, we also know that this culture listens to this type of music that you wouldn't think that. So because of our diversity, it builds bridges in our minds that we can like, all right, now I know how to handle so many different crowds because of this now.
That is so true. That is so true. And even knowing the type of music that hits versus someone who has never experienced being in like your mom's party, your mom's birthday party, your grandmother's birthday party, like you guys can play to really like make sure that you have that crowd covered. So age-wise, who's older? Matter of fact, before we start getting into that, can we shout out the one member of the sound that is not currently here? This is DJ Turn and Wine.
Yeah, shout out to Turn and Wine.
He's supposed to be here, but because of change of date, you know, he wasn't able to make it. This is one of the main members of the group. He's the one that started the group.
Co-founder.
Co-founder of the group. And we just want to shout him out real quick because he can give us a little bit more information, but he's not here. So they're holding it down and they're great representatives for the group. So shout out to him.
Yeah.
What year did it start up? Around what time?
Sweet Vibez started around like 2004, 2005.
2004, 2005. Okay, that was like a while ago. How old was I? I'm born 1990. Too much information, but how? Why did you say wow?
I was all right. Why respectfully.
Take that out. Take that out.
You're giving me like, you know, with the young face, you probably in the later 90s. But because I know the circles that you walked in, because you know you've had your time in the scene, I would have thought you was
I was alive when Biggie was alive.
I was a baby when he was alive. I was about 8.
Yeah. Okay, so what is the age? You guys don't have to tell me your exact age, but you guys know who's oldest and who's youngest?
I mean, it's not a problem.
Who's the oldest?
All right, so I'm the youngest.
What's that thing?
So within the 4 right now.
Within the 4. I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest. Okay.
Then he'd be the second.
He'd be the second.
Then it'd be me.
Then it'd be you.
Then
it'd be you. Okay. All right. So you guys are DJs. You guys are musicians, and you think that you know music really well, right?
Just the thing for me.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
For sure.
I can say I know how to play music.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to we're gonna play a little game, and this game is I'm gonna say a few lines from different songs. You guys can collectively figure it out, or just scream it out if you feel like you know it. The accent is gonna change depending on whatever wording I use. So I might have a British accent, I might have a African accent, because the whole world sings songs a little differently. So I don't want to make it super easy.
I want to say the female major height, but I don't know if we still cancel.
I don't.
All right, there we go. No comment.
Okay, so all right. This is not funny. Okay.
Boyz II Men.
No. All right. So, Ohima do. Share one day farm. I live for her. Net time.
Yeah.
Hold on. I give her one time. Now she come for more. Pa. My thing too long.
Closer.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
I'm gonna finish. Ju for money, Japata, I dare you go Ghana. You never touch, you dey form. Papas.
Can we get rhythm?
Which
It's like a sentence.
exactly. So here's the thing, right? My thing is with doing this. You guys play songs so much. How can you not know the words of these songs you guys are playing?
Because we play so much songs.
If you are a DJ, you should know this stuff.
Well, this is not exactly English. So
okay. So let me just say: is this an African song? Is it a Jamaican song? Is it a Trinity song?
It's an African song.
It's an African song, right? So let's boom.
For sure.
Right. So it's Afrobeats, 100%.
Is it one of the top songs out?
One of the top songs out right now.
Jesus.
Oh him ha do.
You gotta sing the chorus.
She one day form. I give her one time. She come for more. Pa. My thing too long. Jo Famini, Japata, I didn't know Ghana. You never touch, you never deform. Papa switch and money we never see before. Kosi Elomi got me feeling I'm the one.
If the English was in there, I would have thought this was Japanese.
Fact.
Yo, this is Ghanaian Afrobeat,
right?
Which is different than Nigerian Afrobeat.
Okay.
Who from Ghana?
Specialist, tell me more.
And that might be all I have for you right now.
Pa, my thing too long.
Is my thing too long?
The beginning of the song sounds so black.
What's the chorus though?
Oh, he da. She want there from. I give her one time, now she come for more.
Yeah, I know this one.
Pa, my thing too long. I really just gave y'all a song just now.
Yeah.
Bayani ta. That's the name of the. Bayani is the guy. Ta is the song.
Bayani.
Oh yeah, no, that one we failed.
That's a big song right now.
No, yeah, we failed.
I felt that one.
It's
okay though.
I give out one.
Oh, I know a song that is.
Yes.
Okay.
I wasn't supposed to sing it like that. Of course you're gonna know what song it is. That's a big song right now.
Very new.
Next.
Yes.
That's one of the newest
It's
songs.
all over social media right now, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm talking about my own truth real quick. When it comes to Afrobeats, but it's like the part that everybody knows and they sing out loud every minute.
Okay, well that's the beginning. That's literally the beginning of the song.
Yeah.
So you definitely would have known it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let me use it. Let me try another one. Okay. All right. This is another one. This is not Afrobeats, okay? No stalking. Now you know we depend on you. Make it somehow.
No stalking.
No stalking. Make it somehow.
No stalling. No stalling. Now you know we depend on you. Make it somehow.
No stalling.
Listen. No stalling now. You know we depend on you. Make it somehow.
I feel like I heard you play this before.
I know what that is. I can't. Oh my God. Can I get my laptop?
Nah, seriously.
No, that's really what it means sometimes.
To be honest, a lot of people think just because we DJs and we know how to play the music and stuff like that, that we know every song that we play.
That is totally okay.
The way we organize our crates and stuff like that, it makes it easier.
All right, I have $150 for you if you figure out what song this is.
Hold on. Say it again. All right.
No stalling now. You know we depend on you. Make it somehow.
Is that a Jamaican song? You gotta give us a clue.
It is a clue. Depend on you.
It's not a Jamaican song.
It's not a Jamaican song.
We don't say yo.
Depend on you. It's 100% a Trinidadian song.
Yeah,
yes, it is.
I look straight towards straight at first.
Depend on you. Depend on you. Make it somehow. That's how you say it.
Yeah. All right, yeah. Seconds is over. No stalling now. You know we depend on you. Make it somehow. We gotta get through it. Don't give up today.
Yo,
that's what you gotta say. Why you ain't singing like that?
I'm not
Why
gonna
you
lie.
singing like that?
This is the music that I don't play too often.
Okay.
Because I don't like to play what everybody else plays. And this is the music I grew up hearing.
Right.
So this is not what I usually choose to play.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but good shit though.
Yeah, I will listen to this on a downtime anyways, you know? I have one more.
That's a big tune.
Let me see, I have one more. Do I have one more?
We gotta get this one.
Y'all having a
fellas, we have
hard
to get this
time.
one, fellas.
Okay.
I don't think anyone was gonna get that second one either. We're doing good right now, respectfully. I think so.
All right, let me see. All right, this one y'all gotta know.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say it with the accent, okay? Hey, no. All right. I can't say with an accent because it'll make it too hard. Hey, Mr. Supervisor, I think I'm going to have to call in sick. Nah. There is one thing I can't stand is leaving you. So worried in the morning. I can't say the next one because it's super obvious. Hey, Mr. Supervisor, I think I'm going to have to call in sick. Nah. There is one thing I can't stand is leaving you so worried in the morning. He's technically reading this out. This is not him singing it, FYI. This is literally the beginning of the song.
Supervisor.
Calling sick.
Yeah. This is the last one y'all have.
Jesus.
Damn. When I hear calling in sick, this is first song.
I call in sick.
I'm hearing the song and he starts off with his voicemail like, hey, Mr. Supervisor.
I do know. I know exactly what song it is. I just don't know the name.
4.
I can't say the name.
3.
We're waste.
2.
Waste DJs.
1.
I don't know, Mr. Supervisor, say right now, not the sound.
It's the tequila.
No, I just think it's the presenting of the.
All right. No.
It's
Hold on.
reading lyrics. And
It's supposed to be that way.
Yeah. Stuff.
Hold on, because I'm gonna play it instead of me saying it, because he says it. So I'm not gonna be able to.
That's the problem.
What's the song? What's the song, Nate?
I can't get the name.
What's the song, Nate?
I know the song.
Okay.
Right. As soon as you play, you can go see me sing along with the rest.
All right. Cool. Say less. Let me see. Let me make sure it's this one. Let me make sure it's this one before.
Oh, wow.
Well, but that.
This is a song.
So much calling sick song is in Soca that confused us.
I was thinking Soca immediately.
I didn't think Barris off the rip.
Nobody plays the beginning of this song that much.
What?
I didn't have to play that part though.
That is the most important
Depending on which part of the party you walk into though. So you might walk into exactly at that point where it's like, you know what? I'm hearing you playing a Barris segment.
I mean, it's probably like early warm up.
Yeah.
But you're a DJ. All you guys are DJs.
Early warm. No.
So let's just say it's not that they don't know music. I mean, clearly, I really thought about this.
You thought about this. You dug in the crates. You dug in the crates.
She like, let me go in the crates where I know.
They probably not gonna.
They not gonna know this shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Set up from the beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I guess it was an underlying lesson. You gotta.
Yeah, you guys aren't necessarily like even my nail.
Cut.
You guys are you can keep that in. You guys aren't necessarily like singing the songs that you're playing anyway, so it's totally okay.
Speak for yourself. Nate sings on the stage
all the time.
You sing on stage
all the time. Every song.
Do you really?
I do.
Yo.
Listen.
Every song.
Nate would be like,
I be having to tell him like, yo, this is a Gunman tune. You playing Gunman songs, you can't sing that. I'm playing.
Aside from listening to the voice of Oz, I'm also church boy Nate.
Do you sing?
Closing out your parties on Saturdays, open up your church on Sundays. You know the vibes.
Hit a note or two.
So the name of I also seen that you guys are Vibes on Us. Like we're like Vibes on Us. What is that? I like that. Vibes on Us.
Slogan.
I like that. I know
that's literally the meaning behind the team. Like
I love that. Vibes on Us.
Like we could be doing anything in a party and we always will have the vibes no matter what.
Okay, so what separates you guys from like other groups that consist of DJs?
We does everything in a party. We DJ, we have parties, we actually party.
Right.
Like you would catch us dancing in parties. Like
I never seen you dance in a party.
You never seen me? Crazy. No. You never seen me dance? No. Nah, I dance a lot. I catch my wine.
Do you do but do you whine on chicks or is it like how Nate does? Like Nate goes in the middle of the crowd.
Nate is more of a like.
Do you do it? Listen.
Nah, to be honest, I could do the dance, but that's not my thing.
I wish you did that for the test just now.
That's not my thing, but I still dance in the party. I still.
So I mean, but okay, of course you're gonna wind up on a bouncy.
Why not?
But he's
there's
like
some people that's in the scene that don't even dance. They'll hide in the corner, and you won't. That's all.
As a man,
they'll drink they drink, and they'll hide in the corner. Yeah. They'll smoke the little spliff.
He's not shot to dancing if that's what you ask.
Well, that's the question, right? That's what I'm saying. Like you're whining 100%. Like you're whining up on a thing, but you're not busting a move like Nate.
Yeah, Nate. I feel like Nate is more energetic, so he want to jump. He want to backflip off of something. I'm surpassed that part of my career, my music career.
Are you more on like chill, like? Are you dancing or?
I'm on something.
Oh, are you really? I feel you with the earth tones. Heard you. Yes. He's very quiet. He gave me a very quiet vibe when he came in.
You notice you met Painter reforming himself, right?
Yeah.
Are you a new man?
I'm a new person.
But for my first Painter, he wouldn't know so cruise with me, so we was having the grandest time.
Okay.
For sure.
That's when I knew Whining Boy Painter.
Okay.
It's still in there somewhere.
It can't come out. It can't leave you. Yeah, that's forever gonna be embedded in you. Mm-hmm. So
I just want to touch back on what you asked real quick ago. But a difference with us, it's a lot when we say Vibes on Us because we support everybody, whether they support us or not. We're just those type of people that will come outside. We want to make sure. Listen, we're gonna bring our vibes for ourselves. We're gonna bring the vibes to everybody around us. We're gonna bring a vibe to your part. Like I might go to somebody's party and like. I might be annoyed about the music, I might be annoyed about everything, but I'm gonna make the best out of it. That's the main thing about it. Like in every single situation, make the vibes good.
Right.
I feel like we're a team that we don't just like to be behind the scenes. We like to be like patrons as well. Like we also like to go to a party and enjoy a party. I mean, as you should. That's the best way you I feel like a lot of people once they start making money in the business that's all they thinking about. And like,
start falling back out the
What about the love
about
just being in this atmosphere? Right. I feel like that's what we're missing in the parties now. People lose the love and like just being in this atmosphere.
How you guys feel about hookah? Being in the mix of all of this stuff.
Boy. Shall I?
Yes.
Shall I take?
Yeah,
take control, please.
I come from the era of partying where there was no hookah. It really wasn't selling. At least I'm gonna talk for the Fets at least, because at one point there was two very different scenes in Brooklyn, at least that I used to indulge in, was the urban scene and the Fet scene.
Okay. One
thing the urban scene used to do was cop bottles and do all of that stuff and buy champagne. I remember when there was no champagne in the Fets, because that was like an American thing, you know? This is like back in the cooler Fet days, where I feel like hookah did nothing, in my opinion, but damage the Fets, because people are kind of, they hookahs and tables, because they sit at the table with their hookah and they smoke. Back then, there was no standing up and just kind of chilling, you know?
Right.
It was, I'm going throughout this party and see how much waste I can get before the night is over. I want to wine on every gal. Every single one, and that was a goal at a point in like venues like Pulse 48, venues like CPAC,
Casey Hideaway.
Like it was like pace, you know. We had no time to like stop, chill, and smoke hookah. So I think, in my opinion, hookah really takes away a lot from a Fet, because also it makes with tables. It makes it into like one big cafeteria, where it's kind of like, you can't sit with us,
right?
Which translates to you can't wine with us,
right? You can't put nothing on that table.
Yeah, like now it's a round table. Yeah. Your friend is on duty watching who's coming up to wine behind you, so I can't even come and wine because you get in this warning type of thing, you know, where it's not as free. Hookah makes it very cliquey, in my opinion. Yeah,
especially when we ran down the timeline. I realized that it's the same, hookah became a more prevalent thing as weed started, and not to like bring up a whole marijuana situation, but like as that became more of a regular thing for people, because a lot of people didn't used to smoke back in the day, but as it became more regular, I'm like, I can't smoke weed in the party with y'all, but I'm gonna go get a hookah now. And then people started like, I'm gonna go to a hookah lounge, let's do this. Because there was only 2 hookah lounges in Brooklyn.
That's true.
Coney Island was definitely one
hookah
of them.
Was kind of
Coney Island and I think it's not Cafeteria. I forgot what it's called, but I know that one. And then you had Zaman. That was up the block from here, not too far. Those are the only 2. And then all of a sudden now every single lounge and everything. I don't knock hookah because I love my hookah once in a blue moon, but it's like I feel like that should stay in lounges. That should stay in calm places.
Also, too, I feel like a lot of people that used to smoke weed, depending on the job they have, depending on certain things, they can't smoke weed, but they still want to see that smoke. And they don't want to pick up a cigarette. So they rather be like, I'd rather grab a hookah or maybe a vape. And they
feel something too with the hookah. Hookah makes me dizzy. I'm not a fan. I'll smoke it if I'm about to take a video real quick, like just for the aesthetics.
Hookah, they say that weed is a gateway drug, but I really feel like hookah is the thing that kind of
it's from
the balance. It's like
yes, I agree. Because if you don't want to, don't go out if hookah is not involved.
Right. If you grew up with the stigma that weed is like this like thing, 9 out of 10 times you tried hookah, and that's literally how I started indulging in marijuana. I smoked hookah first.
Did you really?
Yeah. I was the hookah head. Like me. I was the yo, what are we doing?
Why y'all doing
Bring the hookah. Like that was me.
Very
while they went to go smoke their weed. And then eventually it's like
graduated.
No, what it really was, the story is that he accidentally didn't know he smoked weed.
Yeah, I accidentally smoked weed.
It was in the hookah?
All right, so long story short, we was in college. Me and Nate went to same high school and college. So when we went to college, they would, this is dorm life. This is off-campus apartment life. So they would be smoking weed in the bathroom. I would be outside smoking my hookah in the living room. Eventually, I'm like, they used to leave their little clips around, right? Okay. And I didn't like at that time. I'm not a weed like I'm not familiar with the substance at all.
They're not bong,
right? But I noticed that they would save the clips around, and then like they would I didn't know why they would save the clips around. Okay. So when they came out the bathroom, I had the perfect angle. I'm like, yo, when they come out the bathroom, I'm gonna light it, make them think I was smoking. And then and they put it in the bong. So I did it and I took a bong rip, but now they coming out and they see me and they're like, oh shit, you're smoking.
So you had to pull it.
So I'm like, I did it. But like I said, I didn't know the clip had weed in it. I thought the weed was done. I didn't realize that that's where all the fronto, all the THC, everything kind of just collects at the back of the spliff. When I tell you I lost my mind that night. I lost my mind that night. Like, there was a blue tennis ball and my body turned into a pinball machine. And there was a blue tennis ball, and I tasted everything in the curry chicken that I had.
Oh my God.
I tasted the black pepper. I tasted the salt. I tasted the curry. It was like...
I wish I still had the video.
You're like, yo, this is
to me right now, you're like promoting weed, but the way you're explaining it, because...
No, but I mean... I went to school for art as well. So for me, it worked out that way because it had me paying I'm purposely telling you that I paid attention to, I had curry chicken, I tasted the salt, the black pepper. Yeah. Like, I don't know, it kind of just broke things down for me that way in many different ways. Definitely in the art world.
And now you smoke weed.
I indulge.
You indulge.
I indulge.
Okay.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like weed is free-minded for people who's creative, very creative.
It depends on the type of weed.
Music and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of people who, some of the top artists and some of the top writers and some of the top in the world indulge in weed because it's just opening minds to so much. You get to dissect certain things even more with that.
Do you smoke?
I used to smoke.
So I also feel like what weed does, because creatives are such overthinkers, they have a million things going on in their brain. The weed kind of calms your brain to try to focus in more so than dissect, becoming more creative. You're already creative. You're just trying to not think about a million things at the same time. So depending on if you're a bum, the weed is not going to do anything but enhance your bum activity. If you're
it depends on the person.
Yeah, it depends on the person. If you are a creative, 100% for me, when I don't smoke as much as I used to. I started smoking at a very young age. And I stopped after whatever amount of years. I don't smoke as much anymore. I don't socially smoke anymore either. It's times where I've been in a party it's very weird. When I'm sober and I've been in a party, I've looked at everybody what the fuck are they doing? They're everybody's really sexual. I just talked about this the last podcast. If I'm super sober in a party, I'm they're horny. Everyone's humping the shit out of each other. You've ever been in a party sober? Yeah. Everybody looks like they're having one big orgy.
No, yeah.
It really looks like that. Very and then much. I smoked at my brother's party, and I'm why am I here? I need to be home getting ready to get ready for the next day. It can make me
So for me, it wasn't terrible. My first experience, it was kind of obviously brand new.
Also, depending on your responsibilities at that time. So if you're in high school or college, you're not thinking about bills, kids, none of that stuff. You're thinking about just it's chill.
For me, it was I want to finish this art piece.
Right.
And when it comes to art, art is a very patient thing.
Right.
And let's say I was doing just, you have this big ass canvas and you have to cover it.
You paint?
I used to, but more so, my medium was mostly charcoal when I did art. But you have to cover the paper. And you start off with this blank canvas. So sometimes as an artist, you can get impatient. And I remember being impatient and completely messing up an art piece just because I'm trying to finish. Or you might get impatient with let's just say the floor of something. But when I started smoking weed, it really kind of slowed things down for me the way you just said. Yeah. And it was I enjoy doing this. I'm going to take my time and really take care of this.
Yeah, that's when I'm cleaning. When I'm trying to clean and I'm high, shit is going to be sparkly by the time I'm finished.
TikToks too?
It's going to take you it's going to take you 10 hours though, but you're going to get it done.
No.
What's the next one?
No. Tell me, none of y'all has been hot, so high that y'all was stuck.
Of course.
I've been so high that the guy that I was dating when I was high, I was ew. It made me no, seriously.
You thought about it wait, why am I with this nigga?
No. Sometimes we can reveal people as their real selves to you. I'm sorry I'm getting deep, but that can actually happen.
No, that's true.
I looked at him and I seen his real self. and ew. And I just
like, what am I doing?
Yes. And first of all, he was handsome to me sober, but when I got high, I seen like
yo, damn, his nose ain't so cute as I thought it was.
Yes, he looked kind of, and like he looked dirtier. He looked dirty. No, he did. He looked so dirty.
Something's just off.
He looked so dirty.
Damn.
That's different.
He looked kind of dirty. And
if I was you, I would say freak weed. All right?
No, he looks really dirty. And like when I seen it, I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm gonna go to sleep now. You gotta go. Like I would, yeah. So it does different things to everybody. Like some people might laugh through the whole thing. Like if you're on a perk right now, I don't know. Every drug is different. Like I've had a guy. You remember that You Should Be Here with me? You Should Be Here. Remember those people?
Right
he tried to like venture right. He tried to make me come to one of them shits and it was like, yo, come with me to this baby shower real quick. And he was actually bringing me to that shit. I'm like, motherfucker.
Baby showers.
Right, baby shower. Yes.
You said new life, but no, let's new vibes.
So we went to a party and he tried to make me go on some perks. And I seen him doing the in the party, but I always say, I see what crackheads and cokeheads look like. I don't want to try to see what that's going to feel like. Like I'm so good. I don't need to test it.
I feel like some of my friends, because I'm supposed to be going to Colombia on Thursday. They want to try
cocaine?
They want to try something of the above.
Cocaine. They're going to try cocaine in Colombia.
Don't by yourself. I'm good.
They're going to try cocaine in Colombia.
Yeah, they can do that.
I mean, I'm not telling you not to try it. I'm not telling you to try it. But I will say like it's most pure in Colombia. You might get a different effect in Colombia versus everywhere else. Yes. So we're going to shift things a little bit. Question, because you guys have been outside for a really long time. And I feel like you guys should be on way more flyers and doing way more things than you guys are doing because you guys are great at what you do. How do you guys feel about the, keep that out. Oh my God, my nails. I'm going to stop playing with it. Right. How do you guys feel about the fairness? How do you guys feel about the fairness in the DJ world or the Soca community when it comes to like, you know, getting gigs and getting put on? I
respectfully call last to go for this one. So anybody else want to start?
I started.
They feel away.
I feel like they hear me enough to.
They're not trying to get it.
Who hears you?
They're not trying to get in trouble right now. They're playing the game as we speak. I'm not
playing the game. I just want to make sure if anything is not said, I'm gonna say it afterwards.
I'm not. All right. There's a lot of politics that goes on within every scene.
Yes.
Because it's not just the fet scene. It's not just the urban scene, not just the African scene. There's politics that go on through every single scene, literally. And how I respond to that is I don't play the politics. Like I will just go and stay over here in my own bubble and just create my own, I guess you would say like, following or like little fan base or not even fan base, but just my own crowd of people that like what I have to offer as far as not even nightlife, but weekend life really, because it could be a day party, could be a night party, could be whenever, brunch party, whatever, you know? So that's how I respond to it. I don't like to play the politics game. I'm not coming to your party just to show face in hopes that you book me.
Right.
I'm not introducing myself to you more than 3 times. I will do it 1, 2, 3 times. After the 3rd time, I'm not doing it no more. Because, you know, it's that thing of like people, you introducing yourself to people like 10 times.
Right.
It's like, bro, you
and they know who you are.
Yeah. Well, at least I would assume you know who I am. And we done met like 10 times.
Right.
But I'm not doing that anymore. So what I'm on now is more so creating a foundation for myself and staying in my own bubble. And anybody that wants to come into this bubble, you are welcome to come into the bubble. And I will network with people that's on my level and we will bring each other up that way.
Not forcing
and create like a whole new scene because eventually, you know, time happens. And that's what I've noticed from being outside for so long is that like eventually the people that were outside 10 years ago, they're not outside anymore. They have kids, they have a whole life, you know what I'm saying? And there's a whole new outside. The people that was like the little brothers and the little sisters back then, now they're outside type of thing, you know? And they will just go to what they've seen or what they might know. But for me, I'm kind of like, oh, I know what's going on. I'm going to stay over here and create this. And eventually you might see it, you might bump into it. But I'm not trying to get rich off of this. I'm doing it because I love it, you know?
Right.
So that's how I respond to it.
Yeah, like Trey said, it's definitely a lot of politics. My personal opinion, I like what you were saying about building your own fan base. I also feel like there's more than one side of DJing. It's not only party scene. Like last year, Nate put me on to a wedding. I ended up doing 2 weddings last year. Mm-hmm. Them 2 weddings got me
pay good.
Not only pay good, but it links you to other people.
Right.
Because you at a wedding, people, they're probably getting married too. So
100%.
So now this year I got another 2 weddings. You know what I'm saying? So
it's consistency in that.
It's consistency in that, and then not only that, you're not in a box when you're a DJ. You're a DJ, and like Matrix was saying before, we so diverse that we could touch as many crowds as we want. So it's just like how you want to market yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you want to market yourself as only just doing fets and doing that, that's cool too. There's money in that. It's money in everything with DJing. But for me, I feel like I want to touch everything. Like, if I got to play the game to get where I want to get, I'll play a little bit of that. If I want to do other gigs that I might get, we did a gig for Mount Sinai, all 3 of us, what was that, November, December?
Mount Sinai Hospital.
That's like a big relationship to have, you know what I'm saying? So with the politics, I don't get too frustrated with it. I just know how to move with it.
Right. And if you guys don't experience anything outside of parties, you won't know if you prefer parties versus the other thing. Like the parties is definitely more of a popularity type of thing.
Right. You get more variety.
Exactly. Like, do you care about that?
Me personally, I started in parties, so it was like, for me, I was a promoter first, and then I hopped into the DJ route. So it worked better for me because I understand the promoter standpoint of how they usually book DJs. So that's why I feel like I be booked so much, because I understand how a promoter moves, to be honest. So it's easy for me to communicate with a promoter on booking me than it will be for a lot of other people. So I feel like that's why I be booked so much as a party DJ. But like how he said, like, I do want to tap into a lot of other stuff. Like, at first, I used to tell myself I'm not going to do baby showers. I probably did about like 10 baby showers.
Why don't you like doing baby showers?
Yeah, I just feel like it's just me. I feel like it's just a not even a drag on music, but it's a long playing music.
Yeah, because it's you alone, right?
It's just me alone. So you will be sitting there and you got to entertain.
You got to DJ Private Ryan them.
So
play your playlist, play your mixes.
But me personally, I don't like taking shortcuts. So if I know I got to DJ something, I'm gonna sit there and DJ the entire 5-6 hours.
Oh, you heard that? So he's gonna work.
To be honest, it's only because I don't have as much experience as everybody else on this table. I don't have that much experience, so that is me getting my experience that they done.
Right. With the extra time that you get with the baby showers. So I'm like,
you know what, I'm gonna just do it. But me per se, I like my little go there, show, get my pay, and then I'm going.
Okay. What about you, Nate? How do you feel about it?
Let me take my glasses off for this one.
This big moment. I think that was
respectfully, because when we talk about especially how it is in the scene with the politics, I respect everybody that came before me, and I respect everybody that's coming up. I respect everybody that wants to be an entertainer in this general standpoint. But when we talk about other promoters, I feel like, and they touched on it when they sit there and talk about people book people for popularity. They book people for popularity because they might possibly bring out a crowd, or because their name keeps buzzing up, but then they're not.
Book people for popularity as opposed to what?
Hold on.
How you play the music?
No, because if you book people for popularity, for how they play music, a lot of people wouldn't be in parties like they are right now.
Okay.
So I feel like because they're mixy, or they might know this person, that person, or because they've been in the mixy parties regularly, and because people have their favorites, so when they book, they mans over booking talent. And I'm not coming to shade for nobody directly, but you lose out, and this is why parties right now are becoming more for people are coming in to play for forwards. They're not playing for the vibes of the people. Somebody asked me recently the other day why I always go to round 2. And you see me in round 2 how many times?
Yeah.
I will go to round 2 religiously every week.
It's a vibe. They switch up the DJs.
The DJs out here, the most versatile music out here before I go to any of the
They switch up the DJs.
And that's what I expect when I say when I think about booking a DJ, I think about, all right, if somebody came in and you actually respect me enough, you're gonna come in at least 30 to 45 minutes before your set to hear what was played. You're not gonna come in and play the same exact set right afterwards. You're gonna play for a different style to make the crowd remember music. Not just play because I want somebody to come give me a money pull up, or play because this is the hot song right now. And that's what us as entertainers are losing. Also, not coming from any of the old heads, I said I respect them same way. People don't practice like they used to. Even myself, I just had a conversation with my own DJ the other day where it's like, you know what? I gotta do the same type of homework that he does. Just because I'm not talking, he has to know more songs. I'm only introducing them, but it's like, my introduction matters.
Right.
I can make or break the entire set right then and there. It's like, people have to do the homework, and I feel like people are not taking that seriously anymore in the scene. And to see people get booked for no reason when they're not taking it seriously, when you know other people have that passion for it, is why I dislike the politics about the scene right now.
But I don't think people that are booking DJs are paying attention to like what you're doing on your downtime. Is more so like, but it shows when you come out though. That's what I'm saying. You can tell. They don't care about what shows. They care about you're my mans. If I don't bring you out, you may not bring me out when you have your party. So it's like the money is just being revolved in that one circle. And they're not allowing anybody else to make money. They're not allowing anybody else. Because if I go to, there's parties that I go to, I'm not going to shout them out, but there's parties where I go to where they have the same revolving DJs. And I know exactly what's going to be played. I know exactly the type of vibes I'm going to get. It's no surprises for me as a patron. You know what I mean? And I, like, you guys are speaking on a DJ aspect. I want to be able to go to a party and not know the next song that this person is about to play. I want to be like, oh shit, I haven't heard that in a while. I don't get that vibes. You get what I'm saying? Most of the time when I go to these events.
So funny you said the patron part, because we were talking about earlier, this is why we go to other people's parties, whatever the case can be. And he can tell you himself, anytime we come with ideas inside of our events, I'm normally the person that comes at times like, it might be a great idea, but I'll always be the person like, all right, what if the person in the party looks at it like this? Because at the same time, we always got to remember, we're not just doing this event for us. We're doing it for our crowd.
Right.
So never to be a Debbie Downer, but it's like, this is the possibility of what they might think. Like, I'm going to always think from a patron standpoint on positive and negative, just so it's like, all right, we agree with this, we're going to run with this, cool.
Like, I feel like people have parties, like certain promoters have parties for themselves. It's like you have a DJ there and he's DJing for himself.
Yeah.
Or it's like you have a cameraman there and he's only taking pictures because this certain way, because that's how he likes to take pictures.
Right.
The main goal is always the patron. Right. Literally, you want the people that come to your party to be like, yo, this was the best time of my life.
Yeah.
And then that's how you're supposed to move on with your parties. That's why we say when vibes is on us, that's what we mean. Like, if a lot of people who came to Sweet Vibe party be like, yo, it doesn't matter when you have parties. When you have parties, it's like, I lose my mind. I have the time of my life. Why? It's because we really care about the people.
Right.
Like, we would even take, like, losses just to make sure the people is happy.
That is so me. That is 100% me. Right. That is 100% me. And I think that a lot of people, again, people don't care about, it's like really making themselves look a certain way. Like, what DJ, the biggest DJ, who are the biggest DJs that I can put on this bill to make me look better? Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not like, what are the best DJs I can put on this bill to make the patrons have the best time?
Have the best
You know what I mean? So like, I think that's just what it is.
Just real quick on that standpoint. And when Panda brought up the fact that we had our Mount Sinai and other bookings, this is why taking my time in the scene, it's like, I'm still going to push how we have to push. I know, especially being interested, I'm going to push how we have to push as people that work in the scene. But like, that's why I enjoy outsiders. I probably have now 4 engagements under my belt where I've been the person that's emceeing to either introduce that or be there to talk after that. And it's like, it brings a certain type of warmth to my heart to like experience that. to have the holiday party where people like, you work all year, you just want to have a good time with your coworkers or the case may be, and to have people saying like, y'all really did that for us. I care more about that than caring about the forwards and parties.
Right. Yeah.
Like
that's how I feel about you guys know that I do makeup. Do you guys know that I do makeup? You guys don't. You know that I do makeup. I don't think you guys know I do makeup. But like I do makeup, and like makeup, like my clients telling me like, oh, you made me look pretty, like that doesn't hit more than like someone on social media telling me like, you change my day with like certain videos that I post, or like, you know what I mean? So like 1 minute I'm like upset, and then the next minute I watch your videos and I'm like, happy again. Like it hits totally different. Like people don't forget the way you make them feel versus all that other bullshit. And then also like, if you're seeing that you're making way more money with doing like Mount Sinai and like all of the bigger corporations, things that may not be like the most quote unquote like fun to the or popularity or fun to like someone else, like the point is to like make money. Period. Like the point is to make money. So if you're going outside, and then God maybe is like introducing you guys to things that you probably wouldn't have been paying attention to prior, because you're probably not even looking at it as a lane. Like weddings, were you looking at it as a lane? Like big businesses, were you guys looking at that as a lane for you guys to be doing music? All day, you're playing music all day. If you say a number, more than likely they're gonna be like, okay, versus someone else who's like trying to like fight you down on your price.
Funny.
You know what I mean?
And that's why I say I don't do the politics, which is why I'm doing my brunch tour this March, starting March, NYC. It's called the I'm Lit NYC brunch tour.
Yes.
I'm lit.
Yes.
I'm lit.
Yes.
No, I'm lit.
Omelet.
Yeah, to make sure you
omelet.
Omelet.
You have to make sure.
Omelet. I love that.
NYC brunch tour.
Tell her the background with this omelet.
No,
brunch.
we're not gonna get into that. But because I want to like, there's a lot of Black owned spots also within New York City. And they want to find good DJs to come and DJ for their brunches. I love R&B.
Yes.
I love reggae music. So let's do it. Let's work hand in hand with the Black owned brunch spots.
Yes.
You guys are going to put money in my pocket. I'm going to bring people to your restaurants. Yes. And we're going to do that. We're going to get out of the politics. We're going to still make money from DJing. I still get to do what I love. Yes. I still get to see people shake their asses on top of couches. And we get to have a lot of fun.
Yes.
On the weekends, and I love brunch.
And understanding that all relationships are transactional at the ending of the day. So regardless of how people express like what they can get from you versus what you can get from them, that is the purpose of relationships. You cannot be one-sided in any relationship, business, personal, family. It is always some type of reciprocation. So I'm totally for that. Do you have a few options of not options, but locations where you already plan on going?
Yes. So far, I'm in talks with 333 Lounge downtown Brooklyn.
Yes, lit.
That's probably going to be one of the first spots I hit.
You gotta hit Brooklyn first.
Secondly, Savoy Latin Bistro in Williamsburg.
Nice,
I'm in
heard
talks
of that.
with,
definitely.
Charm Bar downtown Brooklyn. I'm in talks with, and there's a lot of people that I'm gonna.
The new bistro
Kokomo,
huh? You should check them out too. The new bistro that's open on Clarendon.
Definitely.
Who you know from there?
Bistro.
You're real big and I'm up. You're real big and I'm up.
Oh, and I have to big up also Chairs and Queens.
Chairs and Queens, okay.
Definitely gonna be touching down at Chairs and Queens. I have something with them on the 21st where we're gonna introduce the brunch vibes that I bring.
I love that. So, yeah. Omelet brunches. Omelet. I love that. That's super dope. So pay attention to that on Sir Trey Benjamin's page. Then we have Pana Papi. You have your bucket line coming out. We're not going to talk too much about names and too much, but
this spring 2023,
yes,
I will be releasing a bucket hat line.
Is it more so like more like bright colors? Like what's the colors?
So right now I'm doing everything. So right now I have samples.
Okay.
That I will be having a photo shoot very soon. You can follow me to stay tuned with that. Doing crochet buckets.
Are you crocheting?
Talk about the fabrics, my brother. Come on. Talk about it. Because I'm excited. No, I'm excited.
This one is not mine, but I will have stuff similar, suede,
okay.
Different materials.
Okay. I love that for you. Yeah. Yes, support my Black people, period, with the bucket hats. Yes.
I got you, bro. All right, cool.
And you busting a dance over here. What's going on?
When black people like come up with dope ideas and stuff, it just makes me happy because
that's what the dance was for.
Yeah, I was
that's
like,
great.
I check my boy out. No,
and you wanna let them know about you in your music world, your DJ world.
Yes, I'm definitely a DJ. You can follow me on Instagram at Matrix_SVE.
Yeah, pay attention to his captions, please.
Definitely follow me. I definitely feel like you had me in your party and it's gonna be Shell. That's what I do. Period.
Upside down.
And then we have Nate. What do you have going on?
The host with the most, you know what it is.
Yes.
Whether it's a bar mitzvah, wedding, divorce, birthday party, baby shower, I'm outside for everything. You need the person to make sure that everybody's going to enjoy your vibe. Contact me. You already know what it is. Nate_upperclass on the gram. Also, real quick, because I just thought about this while we're sitting here. June, listen out. First Sweet Vibes and Upper Class Entertainment collaboration for all my drinkers. Pay attention. It's coming soon.
Right, Upper Class is
Let's go.
Shit. It's the other group, right? It's the dancer group.
It's all right. Started as a dancer group. Started as high school friends. Turned to dancers. Turned into actually throwing parties. But now we're going to more of a real business standpoint of it now.
Okay.
So community service events. With just trying to push education, especially once
I love that.
And everything. So
I was literally on Instagram today crying. Well, not crying because I was on the train. I couldn't cry as much as I wanted to. But like the Aisha Carr, something like that. I don't know her name. Okay, like her sister passed away, and like there was this like video of like like multiple Black people who passed away like recently with police brutality or whatever. And like I love that you guys are, because I don't really know where I fit in with creating something different to kind of stop certain things from happening. Like it's not as easy to change as people think it is. You know what I mean? Like we're sitting here and we're like, you guys have been a group for a really long time. Like you guys are like helping each other out, but like on a bigger scale, it's not that easy. Like we're not. You
can start with little stuff like what they did.
Well, this is what I'm saying.
They did a toy drive
for
kids, so little community stuff. You can start.
I do love that you guys are promoting that and just keep that going. However much you guys can like pour into the community, you do that. I do have a few like. Do you guys know like Beethoven and some of the like really great pianists? Yeah, like I have a few people who are like really great at like their words or whatever. So there's like a few sayings of like some of my most amazing, some of the most amazing writers in the world. Just because, again, you guys are like great with creativity and art or whatever. And like I have a few sayings that some of the greatest writers of the whole entire world have said. So one of them says, I am who I am before I even became who I want to be. I am me.
That sounds like something I would have said on my captions.
Yo, not Beethoven.
Nah, please. I'm out of here. I'm out.
You know what?
Now that sounds like me. Definitely. That definitely sounds like me.
But I can respect it because respectfully, everything that we do become in life, there was always from when you took something to bring it out of you.
Does that sound familiar to you guys?
That definitely sounds like me.
I'm about to go.
That is you.
That definitely. Like I always, to be honest though,
I am even before I became who I want to be. I am me. This is this guy right here.
Nah, definitely. Like I literally
snap fingers. You can't get any deeper than that.
I like that. I literally, me personally, because I'm so in depth with the music now, I try to use music to define me in captions and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, I see you think about them. Yeah, hard.
Like, so I knew that was once you said that, I'm like, I knew I put that on my captions. No, I didn't tell.
That was just out your heart.
Nah, I probably what it was I probably seen something and then it gravitated me, and I usually put a lot of things in my notes. Like I utilize my notes a lot. Okay. So I'm like, yo, this would be nice for a certain type of picture, or maybe anything else. But then that's how.
Yeah, some people, the groups, everybody needs a little bit of Kanye energy. Like I went through his captions. Like I said, I told him like a million times, we don't play like y'all. That's why we booked. Period.
Yo.
We don't play like y'all. That's why we booked. How did you feel when you said that? Like,
that was definitely.
Were you throwing shots? Like,
yeah, definitely. This is like no shades, but
that was shade.
We played for Polish Boat Ride. We played for Polish Boat Ride, right? And we was one of the youngest people to play, so there was a lot of people keep on going up to them like, why these DJs get this booking, and I've been DJing for this long, and I've been DJing for this long.
That's
so
terrible.
you want to go to a promoter and talk about us, here, whole list. The reason why we getting booked is because we don't play like y'all.
Okay.
So it's like a shot. It was like a shot for shot. Like me personally, if somebody doing good in the scene, I would never go up to somebody and talk bad about them. Like, if that's their blessings, that's their blessings. Yeah. My blessings is my blessings.
Everybody don't understand that though.
You don't have to go and talk about this.
In our scene,
so I definitely had to let them know about that.
You know what's the funniest part about this? We could have living in a good world where we have 7 parties in a weekend and everybody big up everybody. You can all make the same type of money that you're making right now without hating on somebody.
Right.
But people don't understand that.
Yeah, it's enough to go around. Yeah, I can't do every face.
It's millions of people.
Yeah, it's millions of parties and millions of events. And even if like you don't have to have the same DJ your event every single time. Yeah. So there's one more that you said, I love this. From the great. Apply pressure, then release the steam on them. Mm-hmm. And I asked, what do you mean by that?
Apply pressure and release the steam.
Apply pressure and release the steam on them. What did you mean by that?
I don't know. I think that was one of the in the moments ones, but I really don't know. I gotta look back and see what picture.
I'm gonna tell you what he means, but you gotta keep your foot on the gas. Yeah. All right. So like, and one thing, especially like one thing that is a thing that's not talked about enough is like, let's say you're a new DJ on the scene, right? And you're DJing right after a DJ.
Right.
Like I always noticed like the big DJs would do this thing where they let off a lot of steam in the last 5 minutes of their set. Right. Mm-hmm. We're letting off steam the entire set.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
Period, yeah.
So I think that's what Matrix is trying to get at.
It could have been that
it's
at the
straight
time.
Shellings. It's straight shellings. It's just a whole big vibe going on.
And you know, being like high chest and bossy, like it's necessary. Like you have to do that sometimes.
I feel like
you can't be humble.
To be honest, when I first started, I took the humble route and I was trying to be like,
it don't really work
until I came and be like, yo, what up? I'm with all the smokes. Anybody want to try?
Yeah.
And I'm with it. Yeah, that's when I became a better DJ.
That's dope. Because now you got to live up to the stuff you talk about.
I became a better DJ because now I have to be prepared to play like after this person or prepared to play alongside of this person.
Yeah,
on Google, the first definition of humble is having or showing a modest or low estate of one's own importance. Which I don't really like that first definition of humble. I've always said that it sounds like you're trying to lower yourself to try to, I don't know, make other people feel good.
Make you feel better, right?
And that's just something that we don't subscribe to at all.
Yeah.
As a team, to be honest.
Devil's advocate as always.
Hello.
I understand what you're saying with that, but at the same time, I do feel like it's that.
No, like I said, I understand what people mean by humble. That's why I had to read the definition of it.
So that's what I was going to say is that I don't gotta play your game so that you know that I'm better than you think that I am. So screw you and your entire thought process. It's simple and done.
That's totally fine, but unfortunately, when it comes to the world that you guys are in, you kind of have to stick your chest out a little bit. You know what I mean?
To be honest, they're gonna try to no matter what, they're gonna try to belittle you. And if you don't show that, yo, I am that guy, you're never gonna be that guy.
That's what I'm saying, though. I don't have to say it. Like, you know, when his caption is, I'm not saying that's wrong with his caption. Like, we don't have to do that. It's like, you know what? you're going to see us on this stage because we keep getting these stages and we keep getting these moments.
Yeah.
And you're going to keep wanting to find something else to sit there and say, try to sit there. No.
To be honest, you're doing good when people talking about you.
That's a fact. If the name is not in their mouth, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
If people don't talk about y'all, that means y'all not doing nothing.
That's a fact. I agree.
Once people start to be like, yo, this person is not good enough, it's like, yeah,
I agree.
I'm good enough.
I agree.
Praises and haters, that's you need them too.
Definitely.
I agree.
But I know, like, I want to say one thing about like my team. I feel like we are all awesome in what we do. And, you know, like, I feel like teams have struggles and we have like great moments. And I feel like that's what makes a team great, to be honest. Like everything not going to be perfect. I know there's a lot of teams that y'all think that's probably doing the greatest right now, but y'all don't see the struggles that they've been through too.
Right.
So you can't like really critique them on the greatness that they're doing. And that's with every team. But my team, I feel like we are great. Like, to be honest, I'll go 100% for them no matter what.
Okay, easy. Heard you.
I just listened to a post today that when you sat there and said that naturally you're not going to go through anything that you're not already prepared for. You just have to understand that. And
Amen.
Your struggles, you will find yourself, the new strength that you need for your next step in life is in your struggles. You have to find it there.
Amen. Amen.
See, that's crazy. Nate was watching my page because I just posted that video. I posted it in my story.
I watched that video like 5 times.
That's a fact.
I just heard a church sermon literally.
No, that's true. That's true. So and the pros with you guys being a group versus like there's a lot of people that's doing these things like as solo individuals. Mm-hmm. You have so many different personalities. Everybody's like different thinkers. Everyone's different as far as characteristics and like how their brain works. So combining all of these people together, like how can you lose? Yeah. How can you lose?
I say that all the time.
How can you lose?
Talk about it.
How can you lose?
That's it right there.
Yeah. So these beautiful black men, can you let us know, like, are you guys single or not? So we know you're not single. We know you're not single. Pana and Matrix, are you guys single? Because publicly we don't know.
All right, so
you taking too long. I don't know if to believe anything you say after this.
I'm single.
Are you dating?
Right now I'm dating my music. Is that the best word for me? Yes. I'm dating my music right now.
You're dating your music. Yes. So you're not dating anybody right now?
No,
like, nobody. You're super single. So if somebody pull up on you right now, they would be the only person that would be in your phone text messages.
To be honest, right now I'm not looking for nobody.
Wow, good for you. I'm chilling. Oh, that's good. Good for you. You're gonna get further that way. He's laughing. I don't know if to believe you. Are you serious?
I'm really not serious. I'm focused on my music. Okay. I feel like in this age, like the age that I'm about to hit is like. How old are you? I am 29. Yeah.
Traumatic.
So I'm about to hit the big 30. I feel like it's more focused. Like, to be honest, when you in a relationship, like relationship is not like, it's a job.
What made you come to this conclusion?
No, that's a fact. A relationship is a job.
It is 100%. But what made you come to this conclusion? Is it something that happened?
I've been came up to the conclusion, but I feel like I gotta, for me to.
I think that's circumstantial per relationship. Disrespectful.
You don't think a relationship?
It's based on the person that you're dealing with. It doesn't always seem like it's 100%. It
don't have to be a job.
Thank you, Nate. It doesn't have to be a work. It doesn't have to be a job.
So your relationship is not a job,
Nate. How long has you been in your relationship?
It does not have to be a job.
How long you been here?
4 years now.
4 years?
You've been with your girl for a really long time.
Bro. You got time.
You've been with your girl for a long time.
Yeah.
More than 7 years.
But then you also have to again, how your communication between your relationship, I know it's different, but my communication and mine is different. Again, everything is different for what's acceptable.
Your communication is a big key in a relationship, but it's still a job, no matter what you put
it. It's a job.
Listen, please don't be talking about communication if you don't communicate. So I don't want you to be talking about... I
communicate. I'm single, so I don't have to communicate.
If your ex-girl or the girl that she was talking about comes and pulls up in these comments and say that you weren't communicating, please don't be the person that's like promoting communication.
We definitely communicated and stuff like that, but we came up to the conclusion that we decided that we needed a separation to handle our personal life. We need to individually, a relationship is two people coming into one. Okay. If your one is not good you're gonna mess up the connection.
That's a fact. So what are some things you're gonna be working on with yourself?
I feel like there's a lot of things. It's more of a self-love, finances, is a lot of things that people could work on to make yourself great.
Okay.
And I feel like that thing in a relationship takes a toll when you dependent on somebody else to make you happy.
So sorry, I don't want to take her shot because I know this is her show. But why do you feel it's a job? I'm very curious. That's why I said
I just feel like when
I answer that?
I guess.
No, I don't actually know what to hear.
All right, sorry.
I said I feel like love. When you actually love somebody, you're gonna work to make it great. So you working is what?
What do you mean?
When you work, what is that? What do they call work?
A job.
A job, right?
Yeah.
That's the most simplest thing I could say. Like if you truly love somebody,
I think he's being more like
literal.
Yeah, versus like what he actually means by the definition. Because it does take work, job, work.
True.
It's the same thing.
But this is where my rebuttal comes into that standpoint, right? If it's a cohesive situation where it's like it does not cause any type of backdraft, like let's say, all right, let me go with my personal situation. She knows what I want to do with my life. I know what she wants to do with her life. At any point in time, if I'm getting too busy with the case may be, or if she feels like it's too much that I'm doing without giving her any type of attention, it's a communication thing. Like, you know what? I put up a post today saying it's a simple thing about this bothers me. I heard you. Now let me try to see if I can fix that.
But that was like a job. It's like you had to switch. You had to change something about you.
Hold on. You're saying that it's a job with a person. It's a job if you don't love what you're doing. Me, in every single standpoint of that, I love what I'm doing.
No way.
You guys are both
I'm
technical.
a DJ.
You guys are both being technical with your explanations.
I'm a DJ.
Yeah.
I put in work as a DJ, which is my
job. You guys
are
both being
I love. Doesn't mean I don't
yeah.
love my job. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't. Or I don't like.
But you can't say. As I said, you can't say.
A sacrifice.
It's a job. It's a job if it can work. If it can work for you, or if it can't work for you. Let's go with it.
No,
he looks at it.
So who said it wasn't working?
I got it right now. I got it right now. So let's say, all right, we have 24 hours in the day.
Yes.
Right. 8 hours. Let's say you should be sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
8 hours you are at work. Mm-hmm. You have 8 hours to yourself, to where you have to either dedicate. You have to make a choice.
Yeah.
I'm either going to dedicate a certain amount of time to my girlfriend in this relationship, or if you're a DJ where you have to download music, you have to organize your crates, you have to go out there and find your own bookings. If you're not finding your own bookings, you have to go out there and look for venues to have your own shows or your own things so that you can get your sound out there. All of this requires a lot of time. I'm not downplaying the MCing, but there's a lot more work that goes into being a DJ when it comes to the back end of being a DJ. So it is a lot more. I would honestly say to be a DJ in a relationship, you have to have somebody that really understands the time that is required to be a DJ, and then be able to be like, okay, I will fuck with whatever you have.
You have to be okay with it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I want to say. Now, if you find somebody like that, is it still then a job, or is it?
At the end of the day, to still make sure that she happy, you still gonna have to work hard to keep her happy, no matter what. It's like you gotta put in work.
You guys are both right.
Yeah.
You guys are both right. In your own, yes, you guys are both right.
That's why I said it's circumstantial to everybody.
They not download music, so his relationship is lit right now.
Yeah.
No, you guys are both right.
You don't gotta organize your crates. It's different.
They don't gotta edit videos, so he alright. So
I can personally talk to them and sit there and tell me like after. All
right, so you know what? We heard outside because we guys. What is your side of as a relationship standpoint, and what would you need in a relationship to make a relationship work for you?
I think number one is, again, understanding like what it is that I want out of my life versus him. Mm-hmm. I think once we understand like this is the amount of hours that I need for myself as a personal person, mm-hmm. as well as what it takes for me to get my job done. Not everybody wants to like put up with someone who wants to put in so much time into something else versus just a relationship. Not everybody's like okay with that. So finding someone who's okay with that would mean finding someone who matches what I'm trying to do as well. Not my same job, but the same amount of time that it takes for me to put into myself. That person has to be doing these same exact things.
Exactly.
Not expecting more time for me just because you need me to hug you more.
But now we're thinking, right? So now let's put it like this, right? Do you want your man to continue to work for you like how when he first got you?
So, okay, understanding the beginning of the relationship matters just as much as the middle end, whatever the case may be. So don't expect things to change just because we have changed, like time has moved on.
But you still want the same work, because at the end of the day,
I 100% want the same work.
Exactly. So that means no matter what it's gonna be, he have to put that as a priority. That becomes a job.
100%. But there's also, when it comes to like leveling up individually, some things take more than the time that you initially had when you first met that person.
I understand.
And you have to be with somebody that understands that.
Yeah, and then the person who understands that is someone who's pretty much on the same wavelength as you.
It's very circumstantial.
Yeah. So like the person who understands is the person who you can really move forward without too much of the issue aspect of it. And it wouldn't feel like necessarily work. Like he's saying, I get what he's saying when it comes to like making it feel like work. It shouldn't feel like work.
It don't feel, I mean, like I said it literally. Like,
no, I get it. I get what you're saying. Because at the end of the day, you have to put in work to become what you want to be in this life. Yeah. Like, it still takes work. Just as much a relationship.
If you want a relationship to be like this, you gotta put in work into the relationship.
100%. So Pana, where you at right now with it?
I am not single.
You're not single?
My girlfriend's Jamaican. Don't slide in my DMs. I don't want.
Oh my God!
Bob, remember you said that.
I don't want no smoke.
Remember you said that.
So the only person single right now, it doesn't even count because he doesn't even want someone. So everyone, stay away from all of these guys. Just go to their parties and enjoy the vibes, because vibes is on them, and that is literally
you can
it.
Take a wine though. I'm a wine boy. You can take all the wines you want.
Yes, you can wine, all of that stuff. But
look out for our next event,
Community Waistline.
Triumphant.
Only other way slide.
He's taking 1 and 2, 3 for the team. Yes.
Community.
Yes.
It's but my community waistline, I want to make sure that when girls come into the parties,
it's an explanation for me.
I want to make sure that when girls come into these parties, that they leave there with the experiences that they came there with. And I understand that there's a lot of guys that's American and maybe they don't know how to wine in the fets. Ladies, listen to me. You deserve a wine on the weekends.
I feel rain on right now when she get a wine.
I've danced with Nate before. I've danced with Nate before. Yeah, and it's like whatever, like, who is this guy? I don't know. On to the next one. No, not in that way. Not like he don't know how to walk. He knows how to dance. I just danced with you the other day. The other Sunday. Whatever Sunday that was.
Memories don't live like people.
Never mind.
They always remember you where the things are good or bad.
Now you know songs. Now you know songs. Now he knows songs, right? Anyways, go dig up your crates, man. Do what you gotta do to like.
I'm sorry.
You know, do the self-love work that you're talking about.
I'm crying.
Thank you so very much.
Work.
Thank you guys so much for coming on the In My Opinion podcast. I have one question for you guys. So, in you guys' opinion, what is it going to take for soca music to get global?
You want to?
In your opinion?
In my opinion, it's going to take inclusivity of other cultures. We're too stush.
Okay. Trey, how do you feel?
I think for Caribbean music to go global, I think the subject has to be a bit more than whining. Like the subject of the songs have to be a bit more than whining. And I'll give you an example. One song that I felt like should have went everywhere is Happiest Man Alive by Marshall.
Okay.
And it didn't. So I think subject is a big thing. And I think just like collaborations, just collaborating with other music artists from other genres. I see a beautiful blend between like Afrobeat and soca right now. But who knows? I remember like Marshall hopped on Ashanti hopped on a song with Marshall. I wish more soca artists would hop on. You know, I mean, obviously those artists would have to, I guess, reach out to them.
Right.
But I mean, shoot your shot. I wish more soca artists would shoot their shot at like mainstream artists in America for it to go everywhere else.
Whoa. Yeah. Okay, what about you, Pana?
In my opinion, I would say togetherness. The same way he said about collaborating.
Okay.
I think collaborating is only like one person push the other person. It's really what it is.
Togetherness.
Yes,
Matrix.
My opinion is I feel like we come out with too much singles. We need to release more albums.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of things with us is like we just want that one song to buzz for this time period and that's it. They don't want longevity of the music.
Road March.
Yeah.
Okay.
Groovy Mono.
So once they win or whatever they case may be, they on to the next one. And that's why our music don't last as long as it should. As it coming up. Like if you hear like a 90s music and stuff like that, those are key songs that you will never forget.
Forever,
but Biggie,
because
Biggie came out with albums. They came out with like stuff that you will forever remember. Instead of just a single where you just gonna listen to it after the soca's people beat it out, you're not gonna want to hear it no more.
Yeah. And it was
like, you know what I'm saying?
Back in the day, like legit, it's every single culture. It wasn't just R&B that had the verse, chorus, verse, hook, and thing like that. It was everybody that had that.
And soca want to sing about too much horn. We don't want to hear about that every song.
No, don't do that.
Too much of a horn amount.
And maybe you might talk about your tight up front and everything, but your horn is horn and you're taking it all on.
No, don't say that. If you really listen to soca music, y'all, there's a lot of people who are kind of like the pastors and the preachers of soca music. I would definitely say Voice is one of those people.
That's my favorite artist.
Who speaks about,
my favorite artist.
You know, like how to love and how to like, you know, really like enjoy your life. So it really depends on the artist. I wouldn't say.
And the funny part about it is, though, you would think that his Voice will always be a big artist.
Yes.
He's a great. He's the great. He's the great. To be honest,
it should have been more. It should be more.
I feel like right now he is like. I don't see a soca artist that y'all could name that's topping Voice right now. Period. He's the number one. When we talk about artists that run in the game right now is Voice, and he's doing it off of strength of love.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
The reason why I say that statement is because what's being pushed outside right now is not Voice. Not even as much as Kesha should be pushing on these other Marshall.
I see what you're saying. Like more of the songs that's going outside more is the
Love lives soca.
Even on the TikToks, yeah.
Love lives soca.
Yeah.
That's real song. Like I love music that really actually sing to your soul.
Yeah.
And I feel like his music actually like. Every time I hear it from Full of Vibes, like that's why we got so much Voice dub plates. We got dub plates for Full of Vibes, Dear Promoter, Out and Bad.
Because he a groovy soca lover. He's not gonna say it.
Those type of music is like.
Are you really? So he loves love.
He's a groovy soca lover. Like,
I'm a lover boy. I'm just not.
He's a certified lover boy.
Yeah, huh?
He's a certified lover boy.
Certified.
That's a light bright skin complexion.
Definitely.
Can I, like, this is my last thing I'm
yes.
for the night? Power soca or groovy soca? I'll start with me saying groovy.
Oh gosh.
I feel like there's a time and place for certain soca.
Yeah, that too. It's kind of hard to just say either or.
I don't want to hear no groovy if I'm in a juve. I want to go crazy. I want to lose my mind.
Understandable.
And we play for a lot of juves.
Let's not go for the time and place. If you were just by yourself.
If I had to just choose groovy, 100%.
Yeah, because that's like R&B. What are you choosing? R&B or
he plays a lot. This power for the hour.
Why you say that? I don't play a lot of groovy.
You don't play enough groovy for me.
Why not?
You just don't. You play a lot of you play.
So he talking about he like groovy and he don't even play groovy.
Yeah, he just play for the road and he just play for the Grenadiers.
Yeah. Do that.
You know what it is? Trey don't know how to play up to that BPM.
Don't do that. We wrapping it up. That is a wrap.
Cut.
Thank you guys so much for coming on.
After this. Cut. We going to the studio.
Thank you so much for coming on my podcast. I appreciate you guys so much.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, you guys are fun. Follow them on Instagram. Keep up with everything that they have going on right now.
The main page to follow. The main page to follow is Sweet Vibez _ENT.
Sweet Vibez _ENT. Yeah, everybody has their own individual things going on, so make sure and also keep up with that as well. Thank you guys so much. Subscribe to my channel, like the video, and also follow these beautiful black glistening human beings. Period.
Listen, make sure you follow the podcast because it's been lit since every episode.
Thank you guys. I'm getting.
Bring us back next year to see what we're gonna say. Yes.
My yearly anniversary, I will bring you guys.
Bring us back next year. I want to see how far we came from this.
Listen, y'all work hard, okay? I don't want y'all come back and telling me the same thing.
Nah.
Put in some
next
work
level.
Next level. Yes, Kanye's little brother right here. Thank you guys. See you guys next week, episode 4. Thank you guys so much. Sweet Vibez ENT and Sweet Vibez Sounds. Stay tuned.
Yes, vibes on us.
Vibes on them.